All right. Let me pop in here. There we go. Hey everyone, good morning. I'm still a little bit sleepy, but good morning and welcome back to a very rare, these days anyway, a very rare Japanese learning stream. We're back today with Wagotabi actually, because they updated the beta release with a new, I think it's a new city slash prefecture. So yeah, we're gonna check it out for a little bit and see how much they added. Gotta say though, I've been slacking off on my kanji reviews recently, so maybe this will motivate me to do the kanji reviews a little bit more. Let me double check. Wow, how far behind am I with my kanji reviews actually? Wanikani. I am, well, it's better than it was a few it's better than it was like not too long ago. I'm at 600, about 600 reviews. Like maybe a couple of weeks ago I was at 1,000 here. So I need to get this down. I got it close to 400 before, and it'd be nice. Hey Salty, welcome. I'm a little bit sleepy. I kept on waking up and falling asleep, waking up and falling asleep ever since 5 o'clock this morning, and I guess I'm struggling falling asleep for some reason, or at least, yeah, for some reason, I don't know. I think it's because I've been sleeping way too late these days, and waking up in about 4.5 to 5 hours. So you know that circadian rhythm gets used to that. What do you call this? The circadian rhythm gets used to that rhythm. Wow, actually rhythm. And it translates even to the weekend. So I'm trying to wake up here. Usually I would drink tea around this time, but if I drink tea right before stream, it messes my throat up, so I'm trying not to. I'll drink the tea later. Hey LULdog, good morning. Tell that to me, just woke up like half an hour ago. Hey, so did I, actually. So did I, like fully awake. Not really fully awake, but mostly awake half an hour ago. That was me too. Yeah, I have been also, some people recommended that I try Renshu, and I have been doing Renshu, maybe not as regularly as what I would have done normally. Hey Panzerburger, welcome, welcome. But Renshu has you start all the way at the beginning, and I don't know if you can really skip lessons or anything like that. So I've been stuck doing hiragana and katakana on Renshu, which isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but at the same time, I still somehow miss some really basic kanas. Like hiragana, for the most part, I have down. Katakana is another thing entirely. Like, if you want to know the things I struggle with katakana, let me show you on screen here. Let me just find a font that I can use first. Okay, so the thing I have a issue with katakana is for specific kanas, and maybe a couple others I just not quite used to. So here we have this, and then this, and then this, and then this. You tell me how I'm supposed to differentiate these four in different fonts. That's where the kicker is. Depending on the font, these things are gonna look a lot more similar than what they do right now. And you can probably tell me, just looking at that, they're actually really different. And yes, you're right, they're actually really different. But they look so similar enough to me that I mix them up every single time. Katakana is a lot harder than hiragana. I don't know what to tell you. Hey JNG, welcome. Yeah, the su, en, no, and so. Which, by the way, which one is which? Which one is which? I typed this out and I forgot which one is which. I think... Let's see, which one is this one? This is not su. This is su. This is su, which makes this she. And I think this is en, and this is so. No, by the way. No, by the way. Wait. I need to get the IME to work. This is... This one is no, by the way. Which is not what you would think no is. You would think no is one of the other ones. That has a little drop mark on top of it. But no is just a single slide. But N is also, it has a drop and it's more reclined. Meanwhile, so and no have basically the same strokes, except so has an extra drop on top of it. These particular 5, sometimes I forget no, but I know it's not no in my heart. But I forget these. I also forget sa in katakana. Let me get the sa out. Sometimes I forget this one too, because I'm just not used to it. Hold up. Where's my equal sign? Sa. I also forget this one sometimes. Just because I'm not used to... I actually probably see it a lot more than I realize. I just don't recognize it off the bat. Hiragana, no problem. It takes me a little while to read it, but I can read it just fine. Some kanji I'm starting to get used to, especially the ones that I'm very familiar with. Like I said, I need to get back on my Wanikani review, so there's that. But here, katakana, especially these particular 5, well, the first 4 anyway. The first 4, I don't know how I'm supposed to keep them straight among different fonts. In some fonts, it's easier to figure out. In other fonts, it's like, which one the heck are you? Which one the heck are you today? I don't know. Corporate wants you to tell the difference between these pictures. They're all the same. Literally, they're all the same. Why? What? Japanese people? Why do you do this? Kanji's not too bad once you get used to it. To be honest, it's just the thing with kanji is it takes time to actually get to know the kanji, and once you actually get to know them and actually put the kanji together and figure out what things mean, it's not too bad. It really isn't too bad, but it is intimidating. So there is that. But yeah. Anyway, if you guys haven't heard of Wanikani before, I think there's an early access free-to-play demo in Steam if you want to try that. It's not as far as the beta version I have right now, I don't think anyway, but it's still pretty good for what it introduces to you and teaches you. The main game, I think, is the main game / app is supposed to be released in mobile first. So their plan, the devs' plan is to release the game in mobile first, and then eventually roll it out to Steam. That way you have it on the go, you can learn it on the go. I'm not sure how the control system's gonna work too well on mobile, but yeah, I do highly recommend this particular game slash app compared to everything I've tried so far, if only because the way they review their lessons and the way they introduce their lessons is actually really, really good as far as giving you immersion. If you haven't seen my WaniKani review, please check that out to get a really, really quick overview about what I like about this. But basically, this is the best immersion you're going to get in any Japanese learning game compared to Duolingo, compared to Rosetta Stone. Definitely a whole lot better than Shashingo, which I had high hopes for, but apparently it didn't go far enough. This one, though, you're actually traveling in Japan. People will talk to you in Japanese, and you have to figure it out. The way the lessons are made, it's actually really good. Again, check the review. My thoughts were more organized when I made that thing compared to what I'm speaking right now. But yeah, Yahoo, Mars, welcome. And so there is a new area that got added. Let me also get rid of this text off the screen. There is a new area that got added into the game, and we're gonna go there. But first things first, there's a Torii Gate I want to find in particular. There's a lot more Torii Gates here than there used to be. Which, by the way, Torii Gates, for as fancy and grandiose they might look, whenever you see them in pictures, the thing with Torii Gates is there's nothing historical or sacred or anything like that about them. To be perfectly honest, they're literally just donors. People donate money, they get a Torii Gate, and it's kind of funny that if enough people donate certain amount of money, you get this. The size of the Torii Gate will change. The only Torii Gate that really matters as far as religious or significance or anything like that is the entrance Torii Gate. The entrance Torii Gate is the actual entrance to the shrine slash temple. I think shrine because it's normally a Shinto thing, but the Buddhist temples also have Torii Gates because that's what they do. But yeah, I decided to support them in Patreon, and now my name is also on here. Yay! They added me to here. So yeah, got my own. I also have my own Torii Gate now, and I think I'm also an NPC somewhere in the game. I just do not know where. So I'm gonna have to find that eventually. Or maybe if someone runs into them, let me know where you found me, because I'm supposed to be in here. Yeah. I also played some old games in Japanese to force myself to practice in a more practical way. That's actually fair. That's actually a good way to do it. I just need to there's just more cross-referencing that way, right? So, anything that helps you, great, do that. But if you're a complete beginner with no idea how to start, I do highly recommend this. And even if you do know Japanese already, or at least are learning Japanese, this is a very good refresher for particularly grammar. And I am horrible at Japanese grammar, if only because whenever I do try to speak in Japanese, it's extremely casual and I just kind of jumble up all the words that I know into a sentence and leave out all the particles and have no idea what order words are. So yes, at the very least, this is very good for teaching you proper grammar. And then once you get that down, you can start mangling the language all over again. But you gotta get the basics down first. So yes. Saw a video where there's a torii gate on a random side of road in the neighborhood because an area is also haunted. Yeah, they also use that for markers sometimes. It keeps getting destroyed from accidents. They say a gateway to the spirit world according to Shinto. Yeah, which by the way, whenever you walk through a torii gate, you're not supposed to walk through the center. Supposedly that's a path reserved for the gods or something. If you are going through a torii gate, you're supposed to go through the left side, and anyone coming from the other side is supposed to go on the other side. Basically, their left. But you're not supposed to go through the center. Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway. Anyway, the stairs as well too. Yep, stairs as well. Though I think on some, yeah, in sometimes though you don't really have a choice with the stairs because they're so small. But if you do have enough space, you go on the left side. Haven't had much issue with grammar, but probably has to do with Spanish. It's pretty demanding in that respect. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Spanish has a lot of definitely a lot of gender rules as far as the law and lo. No, it's L, la and L. The la and L gender rules. Also, for some reason, some objects are already gendered. It's like, how do you decide? How do you decide that the table is feminine? I do not understand. What makes a table feminine? Is it because it's a bottom? I don't know. I just assume people go on their lefts everywhere, and no actual reason behind them. For the majority of Japan, you will be walking on the left side. However, in Osaka, I think most people go on the right side. I can't really confirm that though, because I've only been to Osaka once. But that's what I've heard and seen and noticed from videos and what other people have been saying. There's also another weird thing though with walking the left side and walking the right side. Before COVID, this was especially true before COVID, a lot more people would walk on the left side fairly regularly. However, after COVID, I've noticed even in Tokyo, depending on where you are in Tokyo, and some people walk also on the right side, and that confuses the heck out of me. What the heck happened? Like, I think because when they were getting ready for the Olympics to happen in, what was it, 2020? They updated a lot of signs, updated a lot of crosswalks and whatnot, and tried to get people to walk on one side and not the other, and it just kind of stuck, I guess, over COVID times. And now most people still walk on the left side, but it switches up depending on where you are in Tokyo, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. The only way I can safely say which side to go on is either follow people, or if you look on the ground and there's arrows on the ground that tell you which way to go. Yeah. Also down in Fukuoka, which I have been a couple of times, I think they shuffle there too. So it's a bit disorganized compared to what I've been used to. But yeah, Osaka is too American. I think it was because of they were getting ready for Olympics again that one time, or some huge convention, and people in Osaka were learning to walk on the right side, and it just kind of stuck. That's what I've heard. The other story I've heard is that Osaka people just want to do the opposite of Tokyo people. I don't think that's really actually true. I think it was like some sort of big event, like the Olympics, and that's what happened. Anyway, let's actually get this started, because whenever I do these Japanese lessons things, I try to cut it off at a hard 2 hours, because we don't want to like cram too much in one session. That's just not how lessons are meant to be done. Do you have any idea why your classes are typically anywhere from 1 to 1.5 hours? That's why. You don't want to cram too much, and so we don't want to cram too much here. Anyway, I'm still a little sleepy. I'll open my eyes when I'm awake, but I'm sort of awake. So, okay. Review time! Let's look at what we have up here on the top. It's all in Japanese, notice that. But if you really want to translate it, I think there's a way to translate it. But what we have here is Takamatsu-shi, Takamatsu City, kara Okayama-shi. So from Takamatsu City to Okayama City, made no densha ni noru. So we have to ride a train from Takayama City to get to Okayama City. That's what we're gonna do. So we got to go to the train station. I think last time the train station wasn't even working, so I'm hoping it's working now. Okinawa is the same. Big people prefer to call them Okinawans. Well, the thing with Okinawa is they actually have a American base over there. And the reason why Okinawa doesn't have as many trains as mainland Japan is because the American base made a lot of roads, so it made it basically a car culture over there. And everyone has a car to one person. And because Okinawa is so small, they, instead of having like parking garages like the Americans do, I think they raised the houses. They raised the houses so that you can actually park under the houses, and enough parking space so that, you know, everyone with a car can fit under there. And there's also horrible traffic jams in Okinawa, supposedly. So furigana really helps here. I appreciate the furigana. I have nothing against them. I wish no, wait. The reason why Wanikani and Anki doesn't have furigana is because you're supposed to learn the kanji. You're not supposed to learn the furigana. But furigana for learning, absolutely great. By the way, if you notice a little red notification sign with a number at the very top here on the right, those are reviews that you're supposed to do every so often with that SRS system. I haven't touched that, so it's been stuck like that. Anyway.
ここからどこまで行きますか?
ここからどこまで行きますか? But where are you going from here? We are going to Okayama City, Okayama-shi. And that's the only place we can go.
ここから岡山市まで行きますか?
Crap. How do I say this?
切符
What am I supposed to say here? ここからOkayama-shiまで行きますか? Are you going to Okayama City? 切符の電車を買います?
を買います.
What am I supposed to say?
いいえ、違います.
違います. What am I supposed to say? Oh no.
ここからどこまで行きますか? ここから岡山市まで行きますか?
So the kaimasu should go at the end, but I don't know what to say at the beginning here. This is nomimasu, which is what we do not want. Eki no kipu no densha? Densha no kipu? I wish they gave you a hint for this one. Kipu ni kaimasu? Kipu
切符
ni...
に
No, wait. Kipu no
電
densha
車
ni
に
kaimasu.
買います. いいえ、違います.
Maybe it's densha no kipu. Let me try densha no kipu.
こ
Maybe
こ
that's
から
it.
どこまで行きますか?
I keep forgetting
ここ
what
か
the
ら
order.
岡山市まで行きますか?
I keep on forgetting the order of the no, because I feel like it sometimes flip-flops, but I'm not exactly
電
sure.
車の切符
Ni
に
Kaimasu?
買います。
It's not ni.
いいえ、
Ni.
違います。
It's not ni. Let's review what ni is supposed to be. What is... Click to resume. No, that's not what I want. Click to resume. Ni. Where is ni? Particles. Oh wait, these are masteries. Lessons. Oldest, recent, A to Z. Was oh wait, that was sorting. That makes much more sense. Ni suru particles. Here's particles. Is this actually filtered already? I guess it's filtered already. Filtered particles, possession, ni, location particle. Let's see. Particle that is used. Okay, I think I have to shrink down so you can see, so you guys can read it too. Particle that is used to mark a destination if followed by an action verb or a location. Okay, so that was probably wrong. It was probably supposed to be wo or something.
ここからどこまで行きますか？ここから岡山市まで行きますか？
Okay, let's see. Densha
電車
no
の
kippu
切符
wo
を
kaimasu.
買います。
That's what they wanted.
電車の切符を買います。
Let's see. Can we review what this is?
を
Particle used before verbs indicates an object of the sentence. So I guess in here, what we're saying is we want the train ticket, densha no kippu, and we're gonna buy a train ticket. But since the object is the train ticket, we use wo o instead of wa, and there was no option for wa anyway. So this is what I'm saying when I say that this thing is good for grammar. Though sometimes it's a little bit difficult on how to figure out what they want you to say, especially
あ
when
り
no
がと
is
うございます。
especially when no is involved. All right, let me see if we can actually go to Okayama City. Otherwise, we just get to the end of the demo, because this is where the demo ended before, like literally right here. Now, if actually going from Okayama City from Takayama, let's see, Takayama to Okayama, Okoyama, train. Let me get the Google Maps here. Okayama, Google Maps. Let's see. So for this particular route, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not not Takayama in there. Takayama in Takamatsu, not Takayama. Takamatsu. It's like, wait, we're still in Shikoku. We're still in Shikoku. So Takamatsu. Okay, here's Japan, by the way. You probably don't need this much context, but here's Japan. Shikoku's down here, this little island, just south of Hiroshima, west of Osaka and Kyoto, that a lot of people tend to ignore as far as when they're visiting Japan, because like, what the heck is over there? Over here is a bunch of countryside, a lot of mountains, a lot of nature. I myself have not been there before. I need to visit it one of these days, but yes, this is probably like if you want to just have a driving experience around Japan, this is probably the best place to drive in Japan. Also, probably the worst place to drive in Japan if you're not used to single mountain roads, which I've had experience with elsewhere. But yeah, anyway, Takamatsu to Okayama over here. I think so. There's train routes. We do not use a Shinkansen to get there, according to this thing, which makes the game over here inaccurate. Which makes the game here inaccurate. But yes, you do take you can take a train, you can take a bus, and it's probably more like a local line because it doesn't really take that long. Apparently, it's like an hour and a half. It seems to get from there to over there. Why would you go driving? Why would you go to Japan for a driving experience? Why not? Actually, driving in Japan, if you could, is probably not a bad idea if you want to like see more places in between cities. And while the train is a nice way to get from point A to point B, driving will allow you to see more things that you can't really see on the train, or at least you can't stop on the train. If you have more time to roam around and just check things out, driving is probably not a bad idea. Plus, you also get to check out the roadside service stations, which apparently are really nice. I haven't had a chance to actually go to one because the place I drove is just an island that has one road that goes all around the island. But you know, if you could drive around Japan just to see more places that you don't normally see on like on the way to your destination, give it a try. You might actually like it, and it's just a different way to travel. So yeah. Hey, we're actually in Okayama now. Quest completed. Find out more about the Japanese master. Alright, where are we?
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa.
右に電車の切符があります。
On the right is the train station the train tickets. Okay. Densha no kippu, not kippu no densha. Because it's not a ticket train, it's a train ticket. Gotcha. Driving in Japan is a bit of a status symbol, and there are some toll booths to use the freeway. Yeah, so here's the thing about the toll booths. If you rent a car, which you're probably going to be renting a car if you go to Japan, you can get this, what do you call this? You can get this card, IC card, I suppose, or some sort of a highway card that goes with the car. So you don't actually have to pay out of pocket or anything like that. It just comes with the car, and the card that comes with the rental car is actually really cheap. I think it's like 200 yen or something like that per day. Meanwhile, if you were trying to pay that toll booth out of pocket, it can actually be as much as a train ride, which is kind of ridiculous if you ask me. But because of that price, they get to actually pay the people running the booths and also, you know, keep up with the maintenance. That's what the money goes to. That's what the money goes to, and I believe it. Who are you? Ruka-san! Who are you? Do I remember you? I don't remember you. Who are you? Oh, it's Paul-san! Oh, wait. Okay, so this guy, we actually had to help him back in the bus station when we first got into Japan. Could not figure out how the bus system works, even though he could actually just go up to the agent and ask where the bus is, even though he doesn't speak a lick of Japanese. It's great to see you again. Yeah, it's been a very long time.
私は岡山県の北に行く。
And you know more Japanese than you used to. Holy crap. Watashi wa... Wait, what did you say again?
私は岡山県の北に行く。
You are going north of Okayama Prefecture. Okayama Ken?
私、岡山、
So you can also click on these things over here to remind you what they are.
県、
Ken, Prefecture. So they're going north.
北、
Kita. Watashi wa Okayama Ken no Kita ni iku. You're going north. Where are you going to
私
do
と
that?
日本語を勉強する。
Watashi to ben... Oh, do you want to study Japanese with me? Sure, let's do it.
大きい、
Oh, wow, okay. Oh my gosh, why am I reminded of Mutsuki right now from that one scene in the anime? Okay. We have a little kanji. We have a little hiragana attached to the kanji. Do we get multiple ways? Okay, so you can also practice your writing here if you want to. I typically don't, but for some people it helps. For some people it helps. polite, positive. Fans from Marugami City are big, aren't they? The fans? Oh, the fans. You mean the Utsuwas. The Utsuwas. Okay, okay. That's what I mean by fans. Okay. Oh, we can use the keyboard now? Oh, and I guess doesn't work quite well here. Oh, where's key? Key? There we go.
小さい
Chisai. Another kanji with a little furigana to tell you how the pronunciation works. Small, little. I think that the kanji is also used for few, so be careful of that. If you see it in the amount context rather than the size context. Train tickets are small. They actually really are tiny. It's easy to lose them if you get a train ticket, so be careful of that. Chi I where's sa I
いい
good, nice. Udon shop over there is good. Asoko no udon no mise omise wa ii desu. All right. Good luck with the power cut, Panzer Burger. See you next time.
いい
E. Good. Tap on the corresponding pairs. All right. So oki,
大きい
big. Chisai,
小さい
small.
いいかわいい
Kawaii, cute. Okay, here's the thing with kawaii. I've actually seen this more often than not written like this. However, there is an annoying way that people write kawaii when they want to save space on text or stuff, or I don't know. They also have a kanji version for kawaii. Did you know kawaii has a kanji version? They have a kanji version for this. It literally breaks down to possibly love. Ka, the first one. I, the second kanji. And then the E at the end just makes it into an adjective. I did not know this until I ran into this in my kanji reviews. And I'm like, are you dead serious right now? Are you dead ass serious right now? What the heck? But more often than not, you will probably see it as hiragana in at least manga and most other contexts. But just be prepared to see the kanji version if you do run into it. Can't remember it from memory. I kind of sort of remember it from memory because I'm on that review path for in Wanikani, but it still blows my mind that there is one. Just when you see it in context and reminded of it, that can cause a misunderstanding. It can. I'll throw in another lesson for you guys for the for another kanji lesson. So, do you guys know what the word sasuga means? Sasuga, you probably have heard it before. As expected of someone. And I need to move this over so you can actually see the text. And you might see it written like this, but also, which doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, Sasuga can also be written like this, which doesn't make sense when you actually read it because the two kanji that makes this particular word is stream on the left side and stone on the right side. Is it stone or is it right? Let me double check. Migi is... Okay, no. Migi is a different kanji. But yeah, it's stream stone. Why is it stream stone for Sasuga? It makes no sense to me. And it's not even a common pronunciation for these particular kanji. It's literally used just in this one compound. Like, what the heck? What the heck? I think, how did I find that out? Someone in chat taught me this. That's how I remembered it. I haven't run into it in lessons, I don't think. No, I think I may have actually run into it in lessons, but I'm pretty sure someone taught me this. Right has the vertical stroke crossing the vertical. Yeah. So I think the radical on top of the square. So there's two radicals for stone. It's the mouth thing, the square box, and you can call it a lily pad, you can call it a leaf. I liken it to a lily pad on top of the stone, and that makes a stone as a whole. But no, just one little random kanji fact for you guys there. Okay, kawaii, cute, cute.
かわいい
Where's ka? Ka
か
wa
わ
i.
い
面白い
Omoshiroi is another weird one. Omoshiroi is another weird one. So shiro, we have white here. Makes perfect sense. Omo, this one is actually has another pronunciation. It's called men. And we're not talking like men as in ramen, we're talking about men as in face. This is literally one of the kanji for face. But in this vocabulary, it's pronounced as omo. Omoshiroi. You're literally saying white face. Which probably actually doesn't mean that, but white face, interesting, amusing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Omoshiroi. Omoshiroi. O
お
mo.
も
Where's she? She's this.
し
Ro.
ろ
I.
い
つまらない
Sumaranai. Boring. They don't have a kanji for this that I'm aware of, but there might be. I wouldn't be surprised. Sumaranai. I don't think I've heard this that often, so I'm just gonna have to commit it to memory. Sumaranai.
つまらない
Su
つ
ma
ま
ra.
ら
Where's na? Na.
な
I.
い
Cute.
かわいい面白い
Omoshiroi. Sumaranai.
つまらない後楽園
Korakuen. Japanese garden located in Okayama City, one of the 3 great gardens of Japan. I think one of the other garden that's really famous in Japan is in, I want to say Kanazawa, which supposedly is the best garden in Japan. I don't know what the third one is. I only know those 2. Korakuen and the one in what do you call it? Kanazawa. And this is the hiragana version. We'll see the kanji version for this one eventually for sure.
後楽園
Ko. Where's the ko? Ko?
こ
U.
う
Ra.
ら
Ku. Where's e?
え
N.
倉敷
Kurashiki, town in Okayama Prefecture known for its historical buildings and canal area. I've never heard of it. I've actually never heard of it.
倉敷
Ku.
く
Ra.
ら
She. Where's she?
し
Ki.
き
日本語は面白い。
Nihongo wa omoshiroi desu ne. Nihongo muzukashii. Chou muzukashii. Muzui. By the way, if you've heard of Muzui before, did you know Muzui is actually is actually not Kanto. What's Kansai. Muzui is actually Kansai for Muzukashi. So you've been probably saying Kansai words by accident, as I have. E adjectives are so useful. Okay. More information from my Japanese book on how to use them. Alright, sure. Yeah, so there's E adjectives and Na adjectives. I'm still not sure what the difference between the two are. I just know that they end in E or Na. Adjectives are used to describe nouns or on their own to describe situations or feelings. Do we have anything on Na adjectives? Probably we'll get that in a bit. Just like verbs, adjectives can be conjugated into different forms. Two types of E adjectives and Na adjectives. Oh, two types of adjectives, okay. E adjectives have their dictionary form finishing in E, the I thing. Use at the end of sentence. When used at the end of sentence, E adjectives describes the subject or theme of a sentence. So I guess in this case,
お弁当はおいしいです。
the bento is delicious. Oishii. Oishii. Or you can just say oishii. Used before a noun. E adjectives can be used directly before a noun, forming a short noun phrase. Short noun phrase? So...
木の上に小さい猫がいます。
Ah, okay. So it's kind of like you're saying small cat. Chisai neko. A small cat. Or chisai... what's the word for kid? Chisai kodomo? Chisaiko? I don't think that makes any sense. Anyway, on top of the tree there is a small cat. Okay, no, okay, for a short noun phrase. I don't know if that's what we call it in English though. Present plain. This form always ends with E, is same as the dictionary form. Present plain form is used to describe a current situation or feeling, generally used in casual conversations with friends, family, or people of the same or lower age or status. Present plain. Present polite. We're getting into this whole Keigo levels here, which there's polite, plain. I wonder how deep they're gonna get into the Keigo. Present polite form is generally used when showing respect to someone of higher status or someone you're not closely acquainted with. Very important in Asia in general. I'm not sure if any other languages do this. We don't have quite the same distinction in English, but there is different ways to address people, right? Depending on the situation. And while we don't have it quite as delineated as this in English, there's still levels of politeness that you may or may not be aware of that you use in daily life. There's especially a difference between casual English and business English, for sure. This form is constructed by adding desu at the end of to the dictionary form of the E adjective. So oki des. So oki, I guess, is just very casual by itself, and then oki des. Des is always semi-formal anyway, or at least it makes it more formal. Kawaii des. Okay, I guess we don't get the na adjectives just yet. It's probably a little bit later. Oki, polite form.
O
Ki?
ki I
Where's de?
zu
That's not it. De.
de
Su.
su
Sumaranai. Polite version of sumaranai? Okay, I guess if you want to do that.
tsu
Ma.
ma
Uh.
ra
Ra. Where's na?
na
Na. E. De.
de
Su. Where's the su? Where is the su? Su.
su
Seems unique to Asia. There's some ways to speak politely in Spanish, but it comes down to not using spicy words. Spanish is a very spicy language, isn't it? That's what I've noticed anyway. I don't think I've ever heard actually polite Spanish before. But because I mean, normally when I hear people speaking in Spanish, it's very casual, it's very loud, it's very frank. But I'm sure there's polite Spanish somewhere. It may not exist as often in Latin America, but maybe if you go to actual Spain, maybe the Catalan Spanish will have more polite forms than they are not. Spanish is a language of passion. It's very honest. So is French, but no one thinks of that because holy crap, French people are rude AF. Present plain dictionary form. Okay, so kawaii desu goes to kawaii. Ka,
か
wa,
わい
i. Chisai desu goes to chisai. Where is my chi?
ち
I, sa,
さ
i.
いいね。
Ine.
日本語は面白い。
Yeah, Japanese is interesting. So you're looking for the Grandmaster of Okayama. By the way, congratulations on your achievement in Kagawa. Yes. Oh, so, by the way, if no one is familiar with this game yet, basically the goal of this game is to go through every single prefecture in Japan, which I think there's 47 or 48. I want to say 47. All the prefectures of Japan, and go to the Grandmasters and get a certificate of Japanese mastery. That's how you know you're getting good in Japanese in this game. And if that sounds familiar to you guys, it's because it is structured extremely similar to Pokemon. It's basically Pokemon, but for learning Japanese. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny the way they did it, but it works. It actually works very well. I suggest you get some information at the local library.
岡
Okay.
山市の図書館は駅の南にある。
Okay, so the library in Okayama City is south of the station. Got it. Alright, let me see. What is everyone else saying?
岡山市から高松市まで行きます。
Okayama shi kara Takamatsu shi made ikimasu. Oh, so they're going to Takamatsu City from Okayama City. Basically the opposite way that we came from. And your name is Kato? Kato.
さぬき市で花ちゃんとうどんを食べます。
Sanuki-shi, Sanuki City. Hana-chan is going to eat some udon in Sanuki City, where Sanuki udon comes from. Okay. Sanuki-shi de. In Sanuki City, Hana is going to eat some udon. There we go. Hana must be this girl.
岡山市の東に公園がある。
Let's see. East of Okayama City is a park. Oh, that must be the park that we just heard about. Korakuen. Okayama-shi, Higashi, East. Okay.
後楽園の切符はコンビニで買う。
Oh, wait, we have to get a ticket for the park? From the convenience store? I mean, I guess that's a place where you can get them, but they should have a thing that you can get it at the park itself.
岡山市から高松市までの電車があるね。
See, Okayama-shi kara Takamatsu-shi made no densha ga aru ne. There is a train going from Okayama City and Takamatsu. Yes.
私は香川県に行く電車に乗る。
Okay, he's gonna go to Kagawa Prefecture and he's gonna ride the train. Okay, I got you. What's your name again? Am I reading that right? Jikuman? It's something Kuman. Jikuman? Jikuman. Jikuman? What the heck kind of name is that? Okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. Omawari-san, the road is blocked due to damage caused by the recent weather conditions. Oh yeah, have you guys heard about the mega quake advisory that was in Japan not too long ago? They lifted it already, the mega quake advisory, but scary things could happen if you're there at the wrong time. I'm hoping when I go to Japan it doesn't happen. But, you know, I guess I'll just accept my fate if it does happen at that time. What's
桃
this?
太郎。
Momotaro, right! The Momotaro statue. I think I was looking stuff about this earlier. And the Momotaro statue is actually one of the most famous things in Okayama City. But let me see. Okayama. It doesn't show in this guide that I have, but let me see. Okayama. What to do in Okayama? What to do in Okayama? Okayama, where is the Japan Travel Guide of Things to Do in Okayama? I've been in a typhoon a couple of times actually. Well, you can probably look at actually. It's Momotaro statue. Okayama. I've actually been in a typhoon a couple of times in Japan. The first one was a very small typhoon, but it was a time when I wanted to visit Mount Fuji, but couldn't actually go there because it was raining and you're not really supposed to what do you call this, hike Mount Fuji if the weather is bad. So instead I went to a closer hiking area in Tokyo, and it is now my favorite hiking place to go to whenever I can go to there. So yeah, if you look up Mitake, let me type it in chat. Mount Mitake. I think this is about 90 minutes away from Tokyo, and it's a fairly short hike. Not too rigorous. Maybe about 4 hours round trip. So if you're ever in the Tokyo area and want to get out in nature, that's a little bit more rugged than the park. Try that out. Try that place out. A lot of people go to Mount Takao. Mount Takao is the more famous hiking area, probably because it's easier to go up and there's like cable cars and stuff. There is a cable car at Mount Mitake, but only to get to the village itself, not the actual places you can hike over there. In Mount Takao, you can choose to hike from the very bottom of it to the very top, which I have done before. But if you aren't able to do that or don't want to do that, you can take a cable car from the bottom, get part way up to the top, and then walk the rest of the way. But I think Mount Takao has a lot more tourists going there because it's supposedly a lot more accessible, and from the top you're supposed to be able to see quite a bit of Tokyo, if not all of Tokyo. So maybe that's why it's more famous. But if you want something a little bit more rugged, a little bit more remote, check out Mount Mitake. By the way, the statue that we're in front of right now is apparently this statue. So they do model the things in the game with real things you see in real life. Let me actually move so the bubble's not there. But yeah, it's kind of neat that they actually do this. You're basically in Japan in the game, very much scaled down, but you're basically in Japan with all the things that Japan offers as far as sites and locations and whatnot. Now you can't probably find your way from here to like around Japan from here, but it's still neat.
岡山県は香川県の北にあります。
Okayama Prefecture is north of Kagawa Prefecture. Right. So this game is actually... Is it sponsored? The game is, I think, either sponsored or has the approval of the Kagawa Prefecture tourism industry. So they actually have that on their website. I think that all the information should be in the description. Let me double check. Do I have all the description? Yeah, so if you want to know more about this, I have links in the description for their website, the Steam link, and their Twitter link. You can check all that out if you're interested in all of that stuff. Let's see, what does the sign say?
Okayama.
Okayama! So we have the kanji at the bottom. Yama, mountain. I don't think I've seen this first kanji before though. So that one's new to me. I don't know what it means by itself. Okayama. Hills and mountains. Oh, is that the kanji for hill?
岡山
Oka is hill? Interesting. Hills and mountains. The joke for Takamatsu is tall pines everywhere, because it's literally the kanji for tall and the kanji for pine trees. 1-1. Your name is Kata? Kata. That's a weird name for a dog.
カイトくんの猫は小さい。
Kaito-kun? Who actually has their first name in kanji? I think a lot of people do. Never mind. I'm just used to seeing Blue Archive names in katakana for whatever reason. And some people actually have their names in hiragana. But I think in general, people are going to have kanji, a kanji version also. Kaito. Break Kaito down a little bit. We have Kai as in ocean for the first name, for the first part of the name. However, I don't think I'm familiar with the to pronunciation for person over here. That is weird. I am not used to that. Kaito-kun no neko, what?
カイトくんの猫は小さい。
Kaito's cat is small. It's basically you can also call it a kitten. Koneko.
うわ
Uwa.
ー、かわいいね。
Very cute. Very cute.
みなこちゃんの犬は大きい。
You've seen the pronunciation a few times. I don't know where they use it though, because certain pronunciations are used only in certain context. But I don't know what the context for to is. What did you say?
みなこちゃんの犬は大きい。
Minako-chan no inu wa oki. So Minako's dog is huge, big.
元気な犬だ。
It's a very lively dog, energetic dog. Do we have a...
元気な
Okay, so if you actually haven't run into the kanji before, it's not going to... It's going to say you have no idea what it means. But I can tell you what this means because I've run into it before. However, so we have actually two kanji here, the gen portion and the ki portion. Ki portion is basically just energy or breath. In this case, it's probably closer to energy. You know, like ki in Dragon Ball Z, that energy, pretty similar. Gen here, though, the kanji is used for origin as well as it's basically used for like in the sense of origin, like where it comes from or where it originated from. So the combination seems weird, but I guess pronunciation-wise it makes sense. Pronunciation-wise it makes sense, but it just means, hey, Genki, you are very lively. You're very lively, energetic, kind of thing. Toshokan. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be here. I don't need to go there yet. I'm supposed to go to the library, but I want to explore a little bit more before we go there. And we randomly go to people's house, very JRPG-ish. Hello, Neko-chan. Welcome. We got a ukiyo-e picture. Can I see the books, Granny? Granny, I need to talk to you.
私の家は岡山駅の後ろにあります。
Your name is Koyama. Koyama Obasan. Watashi no ie, her house, is what'd you say where your house is?
私の家は岡山駅の後ろにあります。
Ushiro. I think that means behind the train station?
後ろ
Behind, yeah. Ushiro, behind. Her house is behind the train station. That's gotta be pretty loud.
綺麗ではありません。
Kirei deha arimasen. It's not very pretty. It's not very pretty to be behind the train station. I can imagine. Like right here, I can imagine that. Okay, what's this way supposed to be?
蒜山
Hiruzen. Oh, okay, another city that way.
備前
Mizen? Hiruzen, Mizen. We can't go either direction. I think the new patch only goes this far, but it's still pretty good.
後楽園は有名な公園です。
Korakuen wa yume no na koen desu. So it's a famous park that it is.
有名な
that it is. Let's see.
花と木はきれいですね。
The hana to ki wa kirei desu ne. The trees and flowers are pretty. Trees and flowers are pretty. Okay.
後楽園は有名な公園です。
Okay. I just want to review a little bit of kanji over here. Both a little for myself and a little for you guys too. So we have
有名な
ignore the na portion that just makes it into an adjective. But the yume portion over here, we have two kanji again. We have first as have, the kanji for have, and the kanji for name, which has two different pronunciations. Name can either be mei or na. You probably have heard of nama before as a name, this which uses the same kanji. The mei portion of the pronunciation, though, I think is oftentimes used for like when something is either famous or someone is an expert, something of a high caliber, something like that. That's like feeling I get anyway. Someone could correct me if I'm totally off base on that one. And then you is just have. You have a name, but in this case you have a famous name. So famous.
公園
Goen, park. So park is made of two kanji again. We have ko, this first portion, which just means public, and the second one, which just means park. So it's a public park. Basically a public park, public garden. Koen can I think sometimes be pronounced as referred to as garden sometimes, but it's more like korakoen is basically just a very big park, but we also call it garden.
花と木はきれいですね。
Can we go into Konbini? Oh, we can go into Konbini. What do you have? Oh, do you have the Nikuman? You have, what bentos do you have?
ここに肉と魚の弁当があります。
We have fish and meat bento. But you're not saying what kind of meat. I'm assuming it's beef? Assuming it's beef.
弁当
Bento. Okay, and this is one of the situations where the kanji makes no sense. But there is this concept of ateji in when picking out kanji. Ateji, if I'm not mistaken, is the thing where you just pick kanji out for their pronunciation, not necessarily for their meaning, which in this case would be true. Because this first kanji is a kanji you see for prefecture, ben, or ken, as it would be for prefecture. No, prefecture is different. Ben is dialect. I'm sorry, I got that mixed up. This kanji is what you would see for dialect. So Kansai ben, Kyoto ben. In this case, we have bento. Same pronunciation, different meaning. The to just means it's correct. But it doesn't make sense when you say it's the correct dialect because it's just a bento box. It's just a lunch box. So meaning lost kanji-wise, I feel like. But you'll probably see this sometimes. I can't say I've seen it myself though. Or at least I haven't noticed.
コンビニで人は切符を買う、コーヒーを飲む、弁当を食べる。
Girl, you said a lot of stuff. Let me try to break this down because I'm getting lost. Konbini de hito wa kippu wo kau. In the convenience store, you can buy a ticket. Okay. Konbini wo nomu bento wo taberu. In the convenience store, you can drink and eat bento. If there is a seating place in the convenience store, yeah, you can do that. But more often than not, I've been to convenience stores that don't actually have seating. So that's actually not possible sometimes. Or if you really want to, you can be really casual about it, buy the food inside and eat outside like you see in some anime. I don't think I've actually seen people do that, but you probably could. And then toss the trash at the convenience store like you normally would. I was kind of tempted to do it one time though, but it was very cold, so I didn't want to do that.
おいしいパンを買います。
Can I get some delicious bread? Oishi pan? Got it. What's on this side?
ここにパンがあります。
There is bread here. Understood. Not only bread, but also ramen and various other snacks. What's over here?
後楽園、
Ah, Korakuen's this way.
岡山、
Okayama's that way.
吉備津、
Kibitsu is also that way, which is probably being blocked by the Omawari-san, the police officer. I want to talk to you. How do I get to you?
後楽園の切符は
Oh, that's what you're here for. You're here to take my ticket. No, I don't have a ticket.
公園の切符はコンビニにあります。
Hi, wakarimashita. Hi, wakarimashita. That reminds me of a time when I was going to the monkey park in where was the monkey park at? There's two monkey parks that are pretty famous. There's one in Beppu, or I guess Oita specifically. And there's another one in Arashiyama, which is close to Kyoto. And that reminds me of the time I went to Arashiyama, the monkey park in Arashiyama, where I was with someone, and said someone was extremely tired, didn't really think about much of anything. And they just wanted to get to the top of the mountain, and went straight through the gate without trying to get a ticket. And I was trying to stop them, and like, okay, well, I can't stop them now, so I just had to go back to the gate and like ask the attendant, yeah, 2 tickets, please. That was a very awkward moment, but I think we sorted that out. Hi, Chris Blue. Oh, you must be one of the Patreons. I'm an English teacher from Canada. Oh, hi, Chris Blue.
日本語の漢字を勉強します。
Nihongo no kanji wo benkyou shimasu. You're learning kanji.
面白いですね。
It is very interesting, also very difficult, and very much a grind.
日本語のカタカナはつまらないです。
Katakana is boring. I don't think katakana is that boring. It keeps you on your toes. Definitely keeps you on your toes. Okay, can we go in this house? We can. Hello, Inu11. Let's see, they have Utsuwa?
うちは
Uchiwa, not Utsuwa. Uchiwa. That's the fan.
岡山市から備前までのバスに乗ります。
Okayama-shi kara Mizen made no basu ni... What?
岡山市から備前までのバスに乗ります。
You can ride a bus from Mizen... Oh, you can ride a bus to Mizen from Okayama City. Okay. Norimasu. To ride. Yeah, from here. What's your name? Kawamoto? Kawa and Moto. Actually, very common pronunciations for these kanji. Interesting. Kawa, river. Probably heard that before. Moto. Wait. That's the kanji for book. Moto? I don't think... Have I seen Moto Moto pronunciation for that before?
バスの中でバスの切符を買います。
Say that again?
バスの中でバスの切符を買います。
Oh, inside the bus you can get a ticket. Yeah, so there's actually a couple of systems for bus tickets. So sometimes if there's a bus station, you can get a ticket from a counter near the bus stop, which is probably either the counter itself or there's a conveniently placed vending machine, just like any other place in Japan. Had to do that a couple of times. Get a ticket from the vending machine, and it lists the price and destinations. More often than not, it's all in Japanese. So if you are totally lost, take out the Google Lens and use that to translate it, or have someone else help you out with that. Another way to do it, if you're not at a bus station already, and you're instead coming from a bus stop, there is a numbered ticket that you can grab from a little machine inside the bus itself that that will have a number of from where you are coming from. And let me see if I can find an example. This is probably gonna be like scattered around through my things here because it's I don't think it's a system that we use in the US. I actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what system you use in the US for for buses, because I've actually never ridden a bus around here before. And I don't think I have a example of this, even though I've ridden the bus a few times. Anyway, so let's just say there's a ticket with a number that you can get when you come into the bus. Well, a couple ways to do it. If the bus does not have a IC card reader, for your Suica or Pasmo, whatever IC card you have, then you're supposed to get a ticket from a little machine, which has a number on it. And then there is a little board, I guess, a board of numbers above where the bus driver sits, and it should have your number on there. That number is basically the stop you came from. And as the bus keeps going and going and going to all its stops, the number you came from will have a price underneath that, and the price will keep going up and up and up until you find your stop. So when you get to your stop, and let's say the number under your the price under your number is, let's say 500 yen, you pay 500 yen with a ticket into a machine that collects the coins and whatnot. And more often than not, they'll only accept coins because bills don't go through the machine very well. Though I think you can also, there might also be a money changer machine next to that thing, but they only accept coins. So cash, very handy. Always have some on you. Always have some on you. And you better hope that the IC cards are accepted wherever you go, because it just makes it more convenient.
後楽園 倉敷
Kurashiki's down there, Korakuen to the right.
吉備津
Kibitsu,
蒜山
Hiruzen. We can't go to any of them. We can just go to the library. There is a shrine here. And there's some fish. What's inside the house?
直子ちゃんは日本語を勉強します。
Naoko-chan is studying Japanese. Okay. You are Yagami? Yagami. Light Yagami?
いい女の子ですね。
She's a good girl. She's a good little girl studying Japanese, I guess. Let's see, what's over here? Mizu? Water?
ここに水があります。
There is water here from the faucet. I would hope so.
ここに本があります。
There are books over here. Okay. Tea on tap.
これはお茶です。
Are we really gonna just drink their tea from their tea dispenser over here? Yes. Casually taking someone's tea that when we just kind of go in the house. All right.
私の先生はいい人だ。
Her teacher is a very nice teacher. Sensei wa ii desu. Hito da.
日本語を教える。
Nihongo wo oshieru. No, that's not learning. She is studying? No, that's not studying.
教える。
To teach. Oh, no. Their teacher is teaching them Japanese. Okay, it's like, who is the subject here? Who is the subject here? I'm guessing the teacher is a subject.
先生と勉強する。
Sensei to benkyou suru? Do benkyou suru? Studying with sensei? That to throws me off. The to throws me off.
日本語は面白いですね。
はい。はい。Okay. What's this sign say?
岡山市のお城。
Okayama-shi no Oshiro? Oh, castle. Okayama Castle?
倉敷、
Kurashiki?
蒜山、
Hiruzen. There's a castle here? Oh! What is this puzzle block looking thing? Explain to me.
岡山市のお城は大きいですね。
Okayama City Castle is... Okayama's castle is big. Yes, it is.
香川県のお城は小さいですか？
Kagawa Prefecture's castle, is it small? I don't actually remember. I actually don't remember. Wait, is this a kanji I've seen before? Oh, that's Shiro. That's the castle kanji.
城、
That's the castle kanji. Okay. いいえ、違います。
いいえ、違います。
いいえ、違います。No, you're wrong. Let's see. Kagawa?
香川、
Kagawa Ken?
県
No.
の
Oshiro?
お、城
Shiro. Wa?
は
Oki desu.
大きいです。いいえ、違います。香川県のお城は大きいです。
You're wrong. It's big. Was it actually that big? I guess it was kind of big. It wasn't too big though.
はい、わかりました。
はい、わかりました。You have put me in my place. I don't think we can do anything with these yet. This is probably for later. So we have dog, inu. We have bird, tori. Saru, monkey. Which I'm surprised they don't have a kanji for monkey. You would think because they're so common, they have a kanji for monkey, but apparently there's not one. Or at least we don't see it. And then this one, if I'm not mistaken, is the kanji for cut? No, cut would have a different radical with it. What is this one? I'm gonna have to get a refresh. Sword? Sword. Thank you. Oh, this is a Momotaro thing. Oh, Inu, Cho, Saru, Ken, Momotaro. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. That makes perfect sense now. It's like, what the heck is this talking about? That's what it's talking about.
岡山市の神社は小さい神社です。
Okayama City's shrine. Jinja is shrine. Dera is temple.
神社、
Shinto shrine specifically. Neurons are connecting, it hurts. But it's a good hurt. Because when you realize it sticks a little bit better. It's a good kind of hurt. Don't fear the pain. But yeah, this shrine is pretty small.
有名な神社ではありません。
It's not a famous shrine at all. I didn't think so, but it's still a very pretty shrine.
神社、
Jinja. Okay, so we can't go to the castle yet. Because we have no idea how to interact with these things. I'm guessing this guy over here is gonna help us. And we have explored the town already. So let's check the library and see what we have to learn over here. We got more tea, we got more books. Lady over there is gonna teach us something. Let me talk to you first.
吉備津は岡山市の西にあります。
Kibitsu is Nishi. Nishi is west? West of Okayama City. Kibitsu.
吉備津、
Area in western Okayama. Oh, I guess I could have clicked on this and checked
岡
it out.
山、
Okayama, prefecture and main city of Okayama, prefecture in Japan. Airi.
吉備津神社は 有名です。
Do you happen to like mint choco, Airi? Kibitsu is what?
きびつ、
Kibitsu Jinja wa yumei desu. Oh, the shrine in Kibitsu is famous. I'm gonna have to look that up later. How about you? Actually, no, are there just books here?
子供の本です。
Children's books? 3 volumes of Hamtaro! Wait, Hamtaro has a book?
かわいいね。
Wait, does Hamtaro have a manga? I guess it does. This is the geography section. Okayama Prefecture is located in the south of Honshu. Can't click that. Honshu is the largest island of Japan, and it includes Okayama, Kyoto, Tokyo. Yeah, it's the big one. It's the big one. Wait a minute. Nope, not that one. Not is it this one? Geography lesson. Quick geography lesson, just because. Quick geography lesson. I don't know all the names of these islands, to be honest. I just know Hokkaido. I just know Hokkaido is up here at the very top, and it's basically its own prefecture, just kind of like Texas is its own state. Honshu is this really large section over here. This really large section. And then we have Kyushu down here, which is both a region and an island by itself. And then we have Shikoku over here. I'm guessing this area where Wakayama, Nara, Mie, that's also part of Honshu. I think Japan has 4 main islands, right? Or 4 main regions? No, regions is different from islands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then there's Okinawa, all the way down here somewhere. All the way down here. If you think about it, really, if you think about how big Japan is, and how far, like, if you think about where Japan is and how far Okinawa is from the rest of Japan, you can kind of understand, yeah, this used to be its own thing before they got like to be part of Japan. And I guess technically Hokkaido was its own thing also, where it was mostly just Ainu, and I guess some Russians were there too at one point. Little anthropology lesson right there. Okay, back to this. Well, was this the geography section? It's full of books on Japanese folk legends. Okay. There's a legend about a boy born from a giant peach, that's Momotaro. With the help of animal companions, he defeats ogres terrorizing his land. He then brings peace and a precious treasure back to his village. I forgot what that treasure was. I'll talk to the lady in a bit.
ここに本があります。
Okay, it's just books here. Just all regular old books. Some books are missing.
ここに本があります。
Is it the same text? Some books are missing. Okay. How about this one? This is the Japanese novel section. Sorekara by Natsumi Soseki. 1909. What is Sorekara? Natsume Soseki. Korekara? Korekara Natsuki. Natsume. Natsume Soseki. Sorekara, not korekara, sorekara. Sorekara, synopsis of the thing, is a Japanese novel, second part of a trilogy, preceded by Sanshiro, and followed by The Gate. And they seem to all be written roughly close to each other. Sanshiro is from 1908, Sorekara, which is this one, is 1909, and The Gate is 1910. It doesn't really... There's a plot summary here, but I have no idea what the whole thing is about. The guy writes fast, is what I'm getting.
面白いですね。
The guy writes very fast if he can publish a book 3 years in a row.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa.
岡山市の図書館です。
There's the Okayama City Library. Ask about the Japanese Grandmaster. First, let's take a short Japanese quiz to confirm you're prepared for this information. Okay. Japanese verbs have many different endings, but they all end with the oo sound. Okay. Choose the correct ending. So this is tabe, taberu. You can't click on this one, so you can't get a hint from that. You have to know what the kanji is and how to read this. So taberu. This is nomu. It's no, to drink, nomu. This is to go, iku. This is ka, to buy, kau, kau. This is no, ride, noru.
はい、そうです。
Hi, so this. Before we go further, let me teach you a few things about Japanese. Please do.
日本語は面白いですね。
はい、日本語を勉強します。
きれい、
きれい beautiful, clean. Mountains of Kagawa Prefecture are beautiful, aren't they? I hear they're actually really pretty. I've never seen them for myself though. But even if you don't go to these well-renowned areas in Japan, you can still find some really nice places if you just look and explore away from the main areas where there's a lot of tourists and stuff. Kirei, beautiful.
Kirei.
Clean.
き
Kirei.
れ
I.
い
元気、
Genki. Now we know what it means. Genki. It doesn't. I don't think it explains to you what the parts of the vocabulary mean. That's not how they teach it here compared to what they would do in Anki or Wagotabi. They teach you the whole world. They teach you the whole word first, as it's introduced to you in context, and then you can then hopefully they'll teach stuff regarding the parts of the word later. They're not that far yet. They're not that far yet, but there is still quite a bit of content in the little bit that they do teach though. Ge
げ
in
ん
ki.
き
有名、
Yume, famous. Famous. Yume. You.
ゆ
U.
う
Me.
め
I.
い
Kire
きれい、
this. Genki.
元気、
No, nope. Genki this.
元気。有名、
There we go.
大切、
Kaisetsu. Taisetsu. Taisetsu. Important, precious. Now you've seen this first kanji for you've seen this first kanji before. You use it in big, and it's pronounced as o. Sometimes it's also pronounced as dai, as in important, or I guess in this case tai. I get tai and dai mixed up a lot of times, but o, dai, tai. In this case, daisetsu, important. It's kind of funny though, because the second part over here, the second part of the kanji is cut. It's by itself, it means cut. It's a big cut. It's an important cut. It's a precious cut.
た
I,
い
se, where's se? Where is se? Se,
せ
su.
つ
上手、
Oh no, not the Jozu. Nihongo just no. Oh my gosh, not the Jozu. Nihongo Jozu desu ne.
日本語が上手ですね。
Oh my gosh. I have been Nihongo Jozu'd twice in English. I've been Nihongo Jozu twice in English. And it was in very weird places because the first time I got Nihongo Jozu was in a restaurant by a train station in in just a random town outside of Kyoto, and I'm not sure what they thought was very Nihongo, what was very Jozu about my Nihongo, but they said my Japanese was very good, even though I was just like pronouncing stuff from the menu. It's like, okay, that was weird. The other time I got Nihongo Josud was in a sento. Yeah, I was already in the bath, and a guy came up to me, commenting about the towel on top of my head because it came from Beppu, saying like that. I couldn't understand what he was saying, but when he realized I wasn't Japanese, he he spoke very fluent English, and I guess during the conversation he Nihongo Josud me in English. It's like that was I haven't been Nihongo Josu that often, and I speak decent Japanese, but it happens still, even to this day. Jozu, jo,
じ、じょ、
u,
う、
zu,
ず、
下
heta. You probably hear this in anime quite a bit more than in real life, but heta, unskilled and clumsy. I guess I didn't go over the kanji on the other one, but Jozu has an up-looking kanji and a hand kanji. The second kanji is the kanji for hand, and the first kanji will point for up and down is pretty easy because it points the direction of up and down. This one points down. Depending on how you use it, you often see it in verbs, as in to go up, to climb, to lift, to go down, to lower down, sageru, ageru, noboru, ochiru, those kinds of things. However, in this case, we have heta. Heta. Though the pronunciation for the hand portion can change depending on the context. Again, in this case, it's pronounced ta instead of te, the usual pronunciation for it. Not good at kanji. Kanji heta desu ne. Or you can just say what I usually like to say instead of heta when I'm bad at something. I like to say Boku no Nihongo wa mazui desu, as in it's really bad. Because I feel like it's really bad. But I guess heta is the lighter version if you want to go that way. Though sometimes it's
た、
not so light depending on context. Daisetsu, important. Daisetsu. I keep on mixing that up. Jozu,
上手
skilled at,
下手
bad at.
きびつ
Kibitsu, area in western Okayama, famous for its rural flatlands.
きびつ
Kibitsu. Ki,
き、
bi,
き、
su.
つ、
Wait, did I get that wrong? Oh, that was the wrong kanji.
び、
That's a B.
つ、
昼前
Hiruzen, name of a volcano and an area located on the border between Tottori and Okayama prefectures. This area is especially known for its mountain trails and breathtaking highland panoramas. I don't think I've actually seen anything about Hiruzen before. Let's see. Hiruzen. Hiruzen. No, not Hiruzan. Hiruzen. Mountain. When I typed in Hiruzen, I got a, what do you call this? A Naruto character. I'm like, what? What? Why did I get Naruto from typing that? Anyway, Hiruzen seems interesting. Let me show you really quick what I'm seeing. I'm gonna have to like expand this just a little bit. So Hiruzen seems to be probably that mountain area over here, lots of grassy areas. Distance 11 kilometers, time one way 7 hours 47 minutes. It's a hiking trail. Okay. Idyllic views of Hiruzen 3 peaks. So the 3 peaks over here, above the rice fields. A view to remember. I'm guessing you see this as you hike the area. It's not a. It doesn't look like a very strenuous hiking place, which is nice if you don't like rocky areas or like high elevation areas. So that's something. Purple dogtooth violets. I think I've seen these flowers before, but I'm not entirely sure if I've actually seen them. I take a lot of pictures of flowers and stuff also when I hike, and I don't remember ever seeing those. But it seems like very flat in general. So if you just want a nice hike in the countryside, that might be something to consider.
Hiruzen.
Hiruzen. Hi.
ひ
Ru. Where's Ru?
る
Ze.
ぜ
日本語上手ですね。
No! Don't Nihongo Josu me at this time? At this point? Oh no, we got Nihongo Josu for real. We also got Nihongo Josu, I think, at the very beginning of the game. But it was in English. But this time they're actually doing it in Japanese. Oh my gosh. You will see na adjectives are also useful. Here's how to use them properly. Please teach me. Oshiete kudasai. Unlike e adjectives, na adjectives do not have any typical ending. Na adjectives rely on on desu to be conjugated. Ah. Example: genki, suki, kirei, jozu. Wait, jozu's a na adjective? No, wait, maybe we'll see something about that. Some na adjectives end with e sound but are not e adjectives. That's confusing. Kirei is a na adjective? When used at the end of the sentence, na adjectives describes a theme of the sentence, as opposed to, I guess, the feeling with the e adjectives. I don't think it's that technical when you actually speak, but you kind of get you might actually get that sense if you listen to it close enough, I guess. Let's see.
駅の前の女の人は綺麗だね。
Kirei da ne. The da came from the na, I'm guessing? No, but da isn't necessarily that. The woman in front of the station is pretty, isn't she? Casual. Used before a noun, na plus noun. Na adjective can be used directly before a noun, forming a short noun phrase, just like the e adjectives. In this case, na is added directly after the adjective to connect it to the noun, forming a short noun phrase. I guess I think I may have done that unconsciously before. Kirei na koin, or yume na koin in this case.
有名な公園に行きます。
I guess yume koin doesn't really flow too well. But you can probably also just say yume koin, but it's more proper to say yume na koin. I think either way works. It's just one is more correct than the other. Kind of like, you know, how in English we have several ways to say some things, and one's more correct than the other thing. Yeah, I get that feeling, but so there's the correct way. Present polite form is generally used when showing respect to someone of higher status. Again, the present polite form of na adjective is constructed by adding des to the dictionary form. So just like before, the same as e adjectives. Present plain, da. So we just add da for the plain form. Da versus des. Okay. Genki da, jozu da. They don't let go of the jozu, don't they? Hetta da. Pretty sure I've heard that. Hetta
た
da.
だ
No? Noun I misread the prompt. Noun modifier. Hetta na, not hetta da. Genki na. Genki.
き
That's not. Ge
げ
in ki. Where's ki? Ki?
き
Na.
な そ
It seems like the text input doesn't work. Or maybe there's something else going on here. I'm gonna have to screenshot this,
そ
or maybe send it as a video.
そ
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
have to send it as a video for the beta testing because I don't know if it's been brought up, but for some reason it's not working on my end. Anyway, Genki Genki desu.
げ
Ki,
で
desu.
す
Taisetsu desu. Taisetsu. Ta, ta,
た
I,
い
se. Where's se? Where's se?
せ
Setsu de
で
su.
す
Jozu, of course. Jozu da. Jozu da. Jo. Jo.
じ
Oh.
じょ
U. Where's u?
う
Zu.
ぞ
That's zo. The zu.
だ
No.
ず
Zu. Da.
だ
Okay. Present plain. Sukida. Sukida. Probably. I think I've heard that quite a bit in one. What was it? One anime. It was like one of those what genre? Shoujo anime. There we go. I heard that a lot in one shoujo anime. Suki. Where's Su?
す
Ki.
き
Da.
だ
Congratulations, unlocked. Okayama and his castle are deeply linked with the Momotaro legend. Shirakawa-san is an expert on this field.
白川さんは後楽園にいます。
Shirakawa-san is in Korakuen, okay?
後楽園は岡山市の東にあります。
Korakuen is to the east of Okayama City.
コンビニに後楽園の切符があります。
Go to the convenience store to get a ticket for Korakuen. Okay. I think we can stop here for today. Let me double check. It seems like we can actually go to the park. And the park has its own entire thing. So we'll save that for next time. Next time we're going to go into the convenience store and go into the park and get a few more lessons. So I wasn't sure how long this update was, but it seems to be only this section and the park section, and then all the other cities are blocked for the moment, which is not too bad. It's not too bad. I actually went through a lot of stuff today. Anyway, as you can see, my eyes haven't quite opened yet, but I am slightly more awake now than I was at the beginning of the stream, so it will still remain closed for up to the end of the stream. But anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something here. I hope you found this kind of thing interesting. I do like doing this every once in a while, and and I do want to keep doing this. I think though, for Wanikani, I need to what do you call this? I need to grind that out a bit more. I need to get my kanji count down from 600s down to like 0 to 100. That's just where it's supposed to be. Not at 600, not at 1000. I also have a lot of stuff I need to do today. I need to start making some emotes. I need to start making some badges. And I also need to work on a video. Holy crap, I have way too much on my plate for a Sunday. But yeah, what else am I gonna do? Go out and touch grass? I probably should actually go out and get some garlic or something. Because I used all my garlic from on the cooking stream a couple days ago. So yeah, might have to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for today. Thank you all for coming again, and have a good rest of your day, everyone. Get some breakfast if you haven't eaten anything yet. Get some lunch. It's pretty much close to lunchtime around here. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.